Now, this episode had me, a roller coaster of emotions. I went from being like, yes, action, to, oh my God, to, shut up, to, oh my God, they did that to you, to, yes, I can't wait to the next episode. So, excuse my review, it's going to capture all those emotions. But before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Beard and Blerd on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. All right, let's get started. So we come into this episode with Walker running away from his problems. I mean, what can you do? You got blood on the shield, bro. It's over. And it's funny because the last review I was cheering for the guy to get away from him, but now I'm just like, run, Walker, run. They're going to catch you. But as I said before, we gotta know what's gonna happen. As you see, Sam and Bucky waiting to whoop John Walker's ass. Now, Bucky has been waiting to take that shit off his ass for a while, so I'm excited to see the anger that goes into this. Now, I think it was just really interesting. I asked a question in the last review: would Sam and Bucky beat John Walker's ass? As we see, yeah, had difficulty, but still won, kinda. So after getting royally dragged by Nigga Bird and Robocop's arm, thank you for that, Black Hogwarts, you're the best. John Walker has to face the music. He has to face this court-martial in front of a board of white men that no black man would ever want to stand in front of and be judged from. But anyway, he's not really handling it very well. He's yelling at them, telling them they don't understand the circumstances he's in and how he was just told to do these things. It's almost as if, people like me, do that every day. But, anyway, he's not handling it well. He's obviously a thug and a danger to the community. This guy, Captain America, in my country, not in my America, no sirree, Bob. But it's not all over for John Walker. Enter Contessa Valentina Alega de la Fontaine. Yeah, I said that right? And she's an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and she's actually pretty badass herself. She actually can go toe-to-toe with Nick Fury. I don't know much about her myself. I do know that she, fought with Nick Fury, and I think she had a little thing with Captain America in the past, but besides that, I really don't know much about her. But knowing about John Walker's story, and knowing that John Walker is a U.S. agent who kind of goes and does some, shit, I'm curious where this is going to go, and I'm curious if it's going to happen within the series, or happen in a later movie or a later show. I really love that they doubled back over to the Isaiah Bradley story. I think that was just one of the smartest moves they could make, especially given the truth, red, white, and black story is a really good story. And it tells a great piece of information on really how Captain America wouldn't be who he was without black people. I love how it was detailed, and reading this story and then actually seeing it, and you can actually see the pain in his eyes. You actually see what they went through. I think I showed y'all before, and I'll show it again, how they were the different black men were transformed by the super soldier serum, but everyone didn't make it. And just to see him talk about it was just it was a great scene. I loved it. And Sam needed to hear that story. The only thing I actually liked about the montage moment, they try to remind us that Sam and Bucky are humans still, with feelings and shit and backstories. But I thought it was pretty funny that Bucky kept trying to flirt with Sam's sister. I thought that was funny, and watching his reactions, I would have done the same thing. I'm really proud of Bucky showing us that he's more than the monster that Hydra created, and that he was able to actually move past killing Zemo. I'm actually really impressed that he actually handed him over to the Dora Milaje. Well, more so he's smart for doing that, because they were going to kick his ass if he didn't. Look at this. I mean, they're just throwing it like it's a football. I mean, shit, I would have stubbed my hand multiple times before I caught this shield. So that kind of throws me off a little bit. Otherwise, I'm glad that Bucky and Sam were able to work through their issues and understand that not focusing so much on Steve and trying to look for answers in other people. So now we're back at the Flag Smashers, and they're, an internationally recognized terrorist group at this point, right? And they're not afraid to show it, but they're pissed because, their old camps are being, thrown out and fucking raided and shit, and they're not cool with it. But I'm fine with them becoming these international terrorists because it gives us an opportunity to see this new Captain America costume with Sam, and I'm curious how it's going to look. We all know it's going to be vibranium, but we don't know what it's going to look like. I think it's going to look like this. I'm really hoping it's going to look like some variation of this with the wings and the shield. I want to see him do some cool stuff where he uses the wings and the shield to flip it and come back and stuff. So I'm curious. I hope it's just not him in a Captain America costume without his wings. That would be ass.
Yes.
So, what did you think about this week's episode? What do you think is going to happen with the costume with Falcon? Do you think it's going to be a Captain Falcon hybrid, or do you think it's going to be just a Captain America costume with his shield? What do you think is going to happen with John Walker in the next coming episodes or future movies? Do you think they're going to include him in the next movie, or maybe the next show, or maybe later in this show? Let me know how you feel in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bearded Blerd on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. All right, thanks for watching.
Word.